All right, here we are for audition number 1 of the 2020-2021 school year. How cool is that? It is for War of the Worlds, the 1938 radio script. This audition is going to be different than any audition that we've ever done in the past, so please pay attention to this video. Please try your best and submit your things on time. If you are not submitted on time, I will not be able to consider you because the rehearsal process for this one is this long. Okay, so please follow along with this video. Insert funny alien sound effect. Let's get into it. All right, so now we've gotten to this form. Okay, it is this is your primary stop for everything that you're going to need to audition for the War of the Worlds. I'm not going to read all of this form to you, but I am going to show you some useful things in here that I've provided to help you along the way. At the beginning, there is this is a double check that this is the show you're auditioning for. This form will not be the form for 4 a.m. or any other productions this year. It is only for the War of the Worlds. A full description of this play can be read here. You can click on this item and read through the description of it. You can even on this site there's a read for free option where you can actually scan through the whole play really quickly. It's only about 28 pages. It's not a big read. This production will be an audio recorded production and will be streamed on these dates in October, the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. This is a very short rehearsal process because there isn't going to be memorization required and blocking and things like that. It's going to be all about coaching your voice. So get ready. The cast list and first rehearsal information will be sent to the email address collected by this form by October 11th so that we can have our first rehearsal on October 12th. Audition sides and instructions can be found here. So this is where we are going to go first. Here are your audition sides and instructions for the War of the Worlds, the 1938 radio script. Read and follow all directions. Don't skip a part. Don't. You'll miss something. Okay, I am not going to read all of this to you. I'm just going to show you the general highlights. At the beginning, this first page gives you a bunch of tips and ways that you need to label your submission, your audio recordings, because this is an audio recorded only submission. There will be no videos accepted by the Google form. So you need to make sure that your files that you submit are audio only. There are several ways that you can do that. Okay. This tells you that on each side, which is each cutting that I need you to read, there are 3 pieces of information. The first is what to title that recording. The second is a brief description of what you're recording. And the third is a little bit of direction hint from me. Okay, try to take those into account when you're doing your readings. You need to record the first 3 sides and then choose one of the last 3 to record. So your total submissions will be 4. And then you're going to attach those on the audition form, which is what we're just looking at. Some helpful things to help you audio record your audition are here. If you would like to use those, you can also use the voice recorder on your phone. I find that to be really easy. Remember that since this is a recorded audition, put your best foot forward, do multiple takes, and pick which one feels and sounds the best to you. Okay, you have that luxury here of like, choosing what I see. That's an important bonus for this year. Sides begin here. Each side has what you're going to call it. Side 1, you need to read this whole section. Here is the description, the direction advice, and then you are going to read this whole section. Don't read the name Orson Welles. That is the character who's speaking. This has big words in it. Make sure you look up how to say those words. Scrutinized, complacence, right? Make sure you're looking up how to say these words before you go into it. Side number 2 is here. You'll title it side number 2. Here's the description, the directions, and then this is an announcer voice, like a breaking news announcer. So make sure to give it that little bit of flair. Side 3 is a dialogue. Now, how do you record a dialogue, Mr. Myers, in only audio? Well, here's the deal. I have recorded one side of this conversation and I've linked it in this file that is up here at the top. What I want you to do is a little bit tricky, but it's something that we're going to do in this process. I want you to listen to this audio file and only insert the stranger lines. That's what you're going to record. There will be gaps. It will be okay. I will listen to what you submit and hear how you read the stranger lines in this scene. I have recorded all of the Pearson lines. You just need to record through here, get a feel for the energy of the scene. It's not that long. You're, again, just recording the stranger lines. The last set of sides are, this is the option, okay? For this, you just need to, like it says here, one of these remaining three. Do not record all three of them. Choose one. So you're either going to choose 4A, which is Carl Phillips. He is like an on the site reporter describing something he's never seen before. Side 2 is the Secretary of the Interior, a government official trying to calm the public and calm himself at the same time. Side 4C is a commander in the military describing a bombing attempt on the Martians that goes horribly bad. So once you've recorded these sides, you will have 4 audio files to submit on this form, which I'm going to take you through really quickly. Okay, so you can get to those sides by clicking this link right here again, and then you're just going to enter in your email address. Make sure that you read this piece here. Stop. If you have not filled out the OHS Theater participation form, the Google form from the general audition video, don't move forward. Your audition will not be considered unless you have that submitted and the permission slip signed. Student information. This is just information for this specific play. I know that you filled it out on the other one, but this is more specifically going to go to the production program. So graduation year, are you an inducted thespian in OHS Troop 2933? Likelihood is, if you don't know, you probably aren't, okay? You have to go through a process and be inducted. You have to earn a certain number of points by being in a certain number of productions, and then you receive some little goodies, and that's the case, okay? If you have questions, email me and I can tell you, but the likelihood, again, is if you don't know, then you're probably not. Which of the following do you have access to? This is important for this. You need to think about technology and click on any of these that apply, or all of the above, or none of the above. Are there any particular parts you're interested in playing? Will you accept any role that you are cast in, regardless of size? There's one large role in this show, and then there are a lot of supporting roles. So I want you to think about that. I also want you to think about this. If you answered no, please explain. Keep in mind that size of part is subjective. If you're only willing to accept lead roles or large roles, what you consider a lead or large role might be different from the things that I think. Okay, be specific in your explanation. If you decided to click no, you will not accept any part. I need to click that. Click here on one. And then we're moving on. The next section is conflicts. Okay, rehearsals will happen by Zoom appointment and will happen between the hours of 3:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. You will not be expected to attend all 3.5 hours of rehearsals. Specific times and rehearsal blocks will be created and distributed by student production managers. Okay, so rehearsals will be by appointment. There will be only probably 2 or 3 times where we meet as an entire cast to do read-throughs and to see where we are in the process. Okay. Please list any and all conflicts that you might have between the audition date and the performance dates, which were listed on the very first page of this form. This includes, but is not limited to, other groups that rehearse during those times, appointments, driver's ed, drives, jobs, etc. If you have nothing, but don't put nothing if you don't know that you have nothing. And then here it is. By submitting the files below, you are agreeing to the audition for this production. You have submitted the production permission form and agree that your voice will be used to stream production of the above play. Audition submissions made without theater participation form and production participation permissions form will not be considered. If you submit this and you haven't done the other form, I'm sorry, Charlie, you didn't follow the directions. So, audio auditions only. Try to get these as MP3 files. They're smaller and they take up less size, and they'll be easier to submit. Okay, if you have to record them as WAV files, AIFF files don't always open on every device, so try not to do those. Try to convert them to MP3 files, please. You're going to add your files here. It's going to allow you to submit up to 5, but you only need 4. Okay, you need the first 3 sides and then one of the last 3 sides of your choice. Once you add them, you're going to submit this form and then wait. Okay, I will send an email to all the people who auditioned by Sunday, October 11th, and let you know if you did or didn't get into this production. If you didn't, I hope you still stream it and enjoy it. If you did, get ready, because buckle up. We're going to get to work real fast. Our first all cast rehearsal will be via Zoom, will be October 12th. I'll send out that Zoom link in the cast list, and we will read through the show then. Here we go. Break legs, everyone.